Hello, everyone. Well, in today's world, I have actually realized that there are certain things that we need to really know and pay attention to. Now, astrology comes into many people's lives during a crisis moment. I know that was true for me. And while it doesn't enable any of us to bypass what is actually happening or the pain and discomfort that we feel in our lives, what astrology can do is provide an invaluable anchor as we navigate the unknown and uncertain terrain that any major life change brings, offering perspective on why the events are happening, foresight into how long they will last, and insight into what you are meant to do in these pivotal times. For any of you who finds solace and hope through astrology, the language of light, I am committed to making sure that you have access to astrological guidance which you can trust through these trying times. I will continue to bring you the highest quality astrology and the implications of the planets, which actually we call the psychology of the universe, in the most experienced and empowering way. I am trying to create opportunities to connect with us and each other, and I will offer the content in as many formats and across as many platforms available to us so it is as accessible to you as possible. My team has already been busy mobilizing forces and creating content that you can tune into now. You can find the meaning of the unprecedented convergence of planetary cycles that are happening now and what this means for us short, mid, and long term. Listen to my video of Neptune into Pisces, the insights that we get while doing introspection, because it urges us to listen to our own voices and the need to heed them. The time period demands us this offering right now. Remember what I spoke: nation, devotion, and discipline to our own self. And the time is now. The universe has created energies through this COVID-19 for us to actually start following this discipline. In addition, I'm going to initiate a new series of talks which I'll be doing weekly to discuss the current astrological weather and key questions like: is the energy going to get more or less intense? How long will this last? What analogies can we use to understand the transformative process we are going through? Like many of you are wondering what role you're meant to play during these pivotal times, and you're asking how you can use astrology to understand that better. The sole purpose was planned weeks ago by the universe, but I am going to pivot them to make sure we are addressing your most pressing questions and concerns as much as possible. This is just the beginning. The astrology tells us that this is going to be a long term process of transformation for all of us, and I intend to be here with you every step of the way, helping you guide that how you can transform yourself towards your health, wealth, and happiness. The last week has been wild, strange, and uncertain for most of us. COVID-19 is creating a unique situation and it is forcing everyone into new routines and different lifestyles. Many people are working from home. Most of us are living in a different way than usual. I will leave comments about health concerns to the medical professionals. I will save discussions about quarantine and cancellations to the government officials and your community leaders. But the role that me and my team have to play in this situation and our contribution is very simple. In times of uncertainty, your habits can ground you. As someone who has advocated about habits for many years, I'd like you to encourage you to stick to your routines in whatever way you can during this period. When you feel restless, do a 1 minute workout. When you feel overwhelmed, practice a minute of mindfulness or deep breathing or indulge in the deepest passions that you've been wanting to do. Now, when the world seems uncontrollable, focus on what you can control. Return or reform your habits. The truth is, everyone is building new habits right now. Whenever there is a big change in your environment, there will be a big change in your behavior. Try building good habits and breaking bad ones. As a starting point, I can help you build healthy and productive habits while working from home, as well as reinforce simple health habits like washing your hands consistently. For those worried about the business and economic implications of all of this, many of these ideas can serve as a perhaps we can transform the situation, or at least part of it, from a misfortune into an opportunity. I myself have done so much. I suddenly realized that there is time on my hands and I need to do things productive every day. In the meantime, please be kind to each other, be generous to each other, be patient with each other. We'll get through this together, definitely. Now, there are 3 ideas that I am giving you all to contemplate for the next 6 days. In a world where information is abundant and easy to access, the real advantage is knowing where you are personally going to focus your energies on. Write it down in your diary. Write what you want to do. And second, the most useful form of patience is persistence. Patience implies waiting for things to improve on their own. Persistent implies keeping your head down and continuing to work when things take longer than you expect. Win the moment in front of you right now. Now, there are 2 quotes that have really impressed me from long. One was this Canadian actress, while in one of her interviews, her name is Mary Pickford, she spoke beautifully about failure. You may have a fresh start any moment you choose. For this thing that we call failure is not the falling down, but just staying down. And what does this American novelist Jack London say on misfortune? Well, life is not always a matter of holding good cards, but sometimes playing a poor hand as well. So this week, for the next 6 days, I have given you 2 things, food for thought. One is getting into my video of Neptune when it is in Pisces, how it talks about introspection. And now is the time for you to introspect, look into yourself, see what are the things that you can do and what makes you very happy. And remember that the next of it is also writing it down, working on what the Saturn demands from you personally. And actually, you can get into your astrological charts and see where your Neptune is placed. So what is the thing that you need to introspect on? Where is the Saturn placed? So what does it require you to do? Which part of your life it is asking you to recalibrate, regenerate, and reorganize for yourself? It's of paramount importance. Learn to spend time with yourself. And the question for you for the next 6 days is also, how can I make most of this time? Now, while you answer these questions, let me prepare my next content with you. So catch up with you all next week, answers to the questions that you have in your mind. Till then, remain safe and healthy. Loads of love from my side. And of course, my wishes are there with you.